Hi everyone, this is me again. In this occasion, we're gonna make an exercise together of mm, comparing two paragraphs on JavaScript. Sorry that I am starting just right away. I mean, I haven't said that. Yes, it is Reynolds, and I haven't said that this video is not gonna be, for example, spiritual, but software engineering. And yes, it is going to be software engineering. We're gonna just compare two paragraphs. And the two paragraphs are from this course here. I'm gonna show you. You see this paragraph? We're gonna compare it with another one that is in this other section of the course. What I'm going to do is just to copy the paragraph here. And I'm going to go to Notepad online. Can be, for example, let's just open a Google Notepad online. Why I use a Notepad online? Because for me it's more practical than just the Notepad that is on on the computer. And this is the first paragraph, and the second one is this one. I will teach it to you. This one, okay? We're gonna take this one. We're gonna try to say to the application, hey, these two paragraphs are supposed to be similar, but they have some differences. I want you to tell me uh, what are the differences. And in that way, I will not have to look for the difference by myself. Could you imagine me reading the paragraph just uh, phrase by phrase just to look for the difference? That's something that I don't like. And this is gonna save us time and this effort. For us to accomplish this, we can do it in different ways. We can do it through the online compiler that we were using before, or we can use our Visual Studio Code. Being honest, I always like to use my own Visual Studio Code, but it is gonna take us time. What I'm trying to say is that um, it is not going to be just opening the Visual Studio Code and boom, it is gonna I'm gonna do it and it's going to work. No, we will have to look for the method that is going to prompt or to output the differences between these two paragraphs, and that's it. It's nothing like as difficult as it seems. Okay, let's go to Git bash, for example. Git bash. I always start with Git bash because it is like for me, when you're a developer, you have to learn to be used to the command line, and if you are used to the command line, you will be used to the development itself because a developer is always using the command line. You want to know, you will have to use the command line. And as more familiar you are to the command line, as better. So let's go here. CD. Let's see. CD. Doesn't want to. I'm using the external keyboard that I have. See, it is not working very well. So let's use the one that I have here. CD C SAM htdocs and ls and now CD. Now I'm gonna tell you for example, which repository we can use. We can use the repository that is called JavaScript Collections, or we can use, for example, WJSON practices. But as this is not with Jesus exactly, let's just use JavaScript Collections. the JavaScript flections. And let's just make it clear here. And cd. Jesus said once, I came to give life, to give sight to those who does not have it, and to take it from those who has it. I'm saying this because you don't know what is happening right now while I'm making this tutorial, but it is something interesting happening. And you know what it is? That the the keyboard is responding accordingly to my energy in the body instead of the keyboard itself. I mean, as well as I am using the right hand in one side of the keyboard, also the left side of the keyboard is answering in the other keyboard that I have here. But how is that possible? Because of the connection that is in my body that is helping the computer in a certain way. But it doesn't make me feel worried. You know why? Because we as humans, we have a huge amount of energy that is, uh, how can I say, that is not comparable with computers. And much more if you get good sleep and many other things. And if you know how to meditate, all those things are important. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. You see this media player? Let's close it. These JavaScript flections. Let's just go to, for example, let's make a new challenge here, and oh no, let's just open a new practice project, and let's see. You see this index HTML? It says that it is OOP sales systems. So let's just go to practice projects, and in here I'm gonna create a new folder, new folder, and I'm gonna call this one just common, just like this, common exercise. This is why, because common exercise, because comparing two paragraphs, being honest is something super common on on the life of a developer. Yes, and even though it sounded well weird, it is actually true what I have just said. To compare two paragraph in a, see, no, it is not in this folder. It is why I say this. It is in this see, in this one. Here is not located that. Okay. Now we can just write down the dog type, then the for example. By the way, this is version 5. We put them here, and lang we put for example en. That means English. Now we go for the body, and now we go for the head, and we go for the meta viewport, which is this one, and after that, before that, we can put, for example, the title, and we're gonna say, for example, comparing two paragraphs. See, comparing two paragraphs. That's it. Now, let's go here. And put. You see this body? By the way, this body is not there. It's like this. It's supposed to be like this. HTML, and also here HTML. And the body is supposed to be here. Okay. Now in the body here, I'm just gonna put, for example, a title that is gonna say like just like comparison or comparing two paragraphs. As simple as that. And now I'm gonna put a container to the first paragraph, and it's going to be class first paragraph. And after this, let's just go up. Okay, now it got freeze. Okay, now let's just copy this and paste it again down here. By the way, we can make a break uh, BR here. This is a breakpoint for it to jump, okay? And now we're gonna put here second paragraph. And you see this first paragraph? Let's just go here. And in here, we're gonna put um, okay, this is everything. Now let's go to this here. And let's go for this. And okay, there you go. Um, oh, the audio just got kind of mute or something like that. I don't know. I will have to test. But this is the first paragraph and this is the second paragraph. Now it is just a matter of taking the script. We're gonna put here script type test just like this, text or JavaScript. And now how can I say this is kind of super easy, but at the same time it's not. So let's make it on a constant. And in the constant, on the first constant, we're gonna say first paragraph, and we're gonna put this whole first paragraph. But we are just going to select the document that query selector, and we're gonna select by the class this first paragraph. Now we're gonna make constant a second paragraph. Um, and yes, as simple as that. Now we document that query selector, and we go for example for the second paragraph, and you see now first paragraph, second paragraph. It is just a matter of finding the method to compare the two paragraphs and to know what difference are in those two paragraphs. So let's look for that. Finding differences in two paragraphs in JavaScript. Just like that. Simple as that. Um, we can make it, for example, with this level comparison. Um, but I don't like this one. You know why? Because this is using something that is called diffs. And that is not very, can I say, it is not very, usually it is not very exact or precise. So let's go for you see again, it is using the div here. Um, Comparing two sets of tests. Okay, let's take this one. You see this one here says hello, string hello, okay. Local compare. You look, this is a basic method. Apparently, I have never seen that method before, but as you can see, it it can work. Um, yes, let's let's just make that one for the moment. I'm gonna make another video. I'm going to try to make it today, but as we have 15 minutes, let's just try to test this one first. Okay. It is just what how was local compare. Just as simple as that. Local compare. We put the string and the string two. Okay. It is like this. Look, we're gonna say something like this. Let comparison is equal to first first paragraph, and then we say that local compare, and we put on here just the next paragraph, which is this one, and we can even create like a document that what is selector, and we select a result span, and in there we're gonna put inner HTML the comparison, and that's it. Um, Here we're gonna make a breakpoint, and we're gonna make a span with the ID of result, and uh, let's leave it just empty, and we can even put, for example, a placeholder. The result is shown here if the comparison is all right. And that's everything. Now we can run this, go live. Let's check. Now it is going to open automatically. And you can see that here it shows the placeholder, but it is not showing the result itself. And that is not what I wanted. So let's go to here, check what can be missing. Look, oh yes, it is that I missed to put local with e, locally compare. And let's see what else. First paragraph, second paragraph. Yes, it is just like that. Mhm, mhm. Oh, interesting. It is based on the language. That's interesting. um, let's see. Options. Sensitive. Well, we can give it with options and more things like that, but I'm gonna be honest to you. Let's just seek, for example, for another example here, if we can get um, sort, local compare. Yes, that this one looks better. But in here, I am not able to see all the things that I would like to. This is the idiom, as you can see. German is the E. the in uppercase. That's interesting. But I just wanted to see the result on here. So let's see the DevTools, what error we might have. And it says that local compare is not a function. Oof, interesting. Local compare. See what is the difference? Sorry. Local compare, and here it says local compare. It's the same. Yes, it's the same thing. Um, that's interesting. Oh, I know what is the thing. Maybe it's that it doesn't work with constants. Let's just check, change that to LED. And now let's see if it throws the same error. Yes, it says the same thing. Let's just look for the error because it's weird because it is actually a function. Sorry, JavaScript not function, not a function error. And as you can see here, correct. The correct way is string my number. Number to a string. Um, Apparently the problem is that we have uh, in the two in one of the two paragraph, it is something that is not I mean, it is not just a paragraph, but also numbers. As you can see, for example, this is a number. Um, that is what it says here, that we have to put the words in case that it has a number, we have to say that we want a string. So we will make something like this. I'm gonna show you just to say to a string, and that's it. And also in the second one, same thing. Let's check now if we get the error. And no, we didn't. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there you go. You see here, zero. It means that there is no differences between the two paragraphs. But I'm going to be honest with you. We can improve this because actually there are some differences. But in where? Well, the differences is in that, for example, you see the number 20 on the second paragraph is present, but in the first paragraph is not present. And so on. There are many other little details, but they exist. But this is a good sign that it from zero. It means that it actually has how can I say? It is like saying there are differences, but I am not able to identify them. That is what the function is trying to say. So what we have to do is to configure the function by giving it the options. You see, for example, You see here, local DE. This is saying I want to text to test the text in German, for example, and if it was Spanish, it would be ES gig minor sign ES again. Okay, that was a long gone through. Okay, and here you see the options. Let's close this. You see the options here. In the options, what I'm going to do, well, sorry, what you're supposed to do, because we will not go into that because the time is over us. It's just to put what you're supposed to look for, the sensitive, base, for example, and there are many other options that you can give to that. How you are going to look for those options? Well, you should go to the local compare and to go to MDN JavaScript documentation, and in there you will find all the options that you could give to that um, how can I say, to that function. You see these parameters. Here you can see compare strings and options. If you hit on options, you will see that you should have all the options here. Sort, search, local matcher, collection, numeric, case pairs, sensitivity, all those things. And being honest, this is a very, very, very ex, expandable um, topic, but I think that we have learned it a lot enough. So if you have any other question and you have enjoyed it, remember to hit like, and thank you for engaging this time with me. And remember that for Jesus Christ, everything is possible, even to pass a camel through the eye of a needle. Bye.